What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 16 of Trying Tottenham. And our informed signing for this episode is the first informed Gylfi Sigurdsson, and I think he got this informed over the international break. He didn't get this over the Barclays Premier League season, and I think he managed to score either twice or once, but he did end up winning the game for Iceland during that international break. And the things I'm going to talk about today is in real world football. Tottenham have signed 3 players in one day, and I don't think they've ever done that in their history, and I don't think anyone's done that this transfer window yet. But those players include Vlad Chiriches from Steaua Bucharest in Romania. There was Eric Lamela from Roma, which was insane. That was around 30 million. And then there was Christian Eriksen from Ajax that caught me completely by surprise. I had no idea, didn't actually think that they were going to get him, but I'm pretty glad they did, because he is a fantastic player and he does have that 5-star weak foot, and I'm going to be looking forward to trying him out in FIFA 14 as a Tottenham player. But it was a pretty exciting day in the transfer window, but it's been a pretty exciting day in the pretty exciting transfer window all in all for Tottenham this season. I think they've absolutely fucking beasted this transfer window, and have definitely outspent their rivals Arsenal. And the London Derby is coming out, or is happening this Sunday, and we're gonna see if Tottenham's 101 pounds worth of transfer are going to beat Arsenal's £0 worth of transfers, because all they've made are free signings, and that's come in the form of, I think, Sagobo or Sanobo. I really don't know how you pronounce that kid's name, so forgive me if I'm wrong. And Matthew Flamini, who played for Arsenal a couple years back, and they've got him on a free transfer again. So I know a lot of Arsenal fans are pretty upset at the moment, but I can't really say that I am, just because it's going to help Tottenham out so much, and I'm hoping they get a win, but you never know how derbies go. They could honestly go either way. Last year they ended up losing 5-2 the first one, and then they won the second derby 2-1. And they're playing at the Emirates, so it should be a pretty good game to watch. And as you can see in the first game, we did end up winning 2-1, I believe, against what looked like a pretty solid team. And we come up against another 5-2-1-2 squad. And when I saw that team, I thought, I'm mainly just going to go out and defend, because I don't have my best players out in the field. And by defend, I mean I wasn't going to try to go too ultra attacking, because I knew if I did, they'd catch me on the counter attack, because he did have some pacey players, and he'd obviously make it a really tough time to win. But really early on, in like the second minute, Adebayor managed to score a goal, and that actually caused the guy to rage quit in the second minute. But luckily we did get that goal, so because it was such a rage quit early on, it didn't really matter. We did get the win for that game, which is obviously really good to see. Sadly, we didn't get too many coins, but we do have that 1,000 coin boost that's added after all of our games, so we did get over 1,000 coins, so it wasn't all too bad. And another thing I want to talk about is today is my first game, my first college football game, and we will be playing against a nearby university. So I'm looking forward to that. And one thing that I've noticed from playing there is that that coach or that manager, that coach for our team is really good. And I'm noticing that I'm starting to actually play on FIFA a little bit more like how he wants us to play in real life. And it may sound kind of lame, but it seems to work. I mean, when I started to play here, I started to realize positions that I didn't really need the ball, so I wouldn't really pull out my players, and I'd keep my shape more often than not, and then I'd actually get a passing game, which is a really fun way to play after you've played FIFA mainly just like to abuse pace and to just sprint by defenders to try and get some goals. So it's obviously really nice to play and get some wins like that, which is why I'm using Adebayor a few times more than I normally would, just because I'm really trying to use them up for some hold-up play and to get some actual passes going on in the midfield. But there you can see we actually lost that game. I think it was 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. Aaron Leonard managed to score pretty late on, but it wasn't enough to get the win. But we're going to go straight back into this gameplay. We're coming up against the very last team, or the very last game of this episode. And this is actually against the 4-4-2 Serie A side. And I noticed that his field, or his home stadium, was Aloha Park. And I normally don't tend to like to play in those places. And it also normally means that this person is either fairly new to FIFA or just doesn't really care about formations at all. But really early on, for a tackle that I didn't think deserved a red card. I think it was in the 6th minute. Andrea Pirlo actually gets a red card for slide tackling Jermaine Defoe, and I think he got that simply because he happened to catch him late in the tackle for whatever reason. But took us the 15th minute where he tried to pass it out with his goalkeeper, but we read that, and Jermaine Defoe is going to put that in the back of the net. A bit of a terrible goal to score because he's 10 men down, but there's actually a statistic in English football that 75% of the time, the team that has lost a player through a red card either goes on to tie the game or to win it. So it's a pretty weird statistic, but it's actually out there. I'm pretty sure you can look that up and see it. But this is actually pretty funny. You can see how much of a head start his center back had to the 86 rated Gareth Bale, and he just burns him in speed and gets to the ball first and manages to put it into the back corner in the 29th minute to put us up 3-0. And we actually get a ball here where Lennon could have gotten the free kick, but I decided to keep going, and then we ended up getting a penalty. And because Aaron Lennon was the one who ended up winning that penalty for us, actually I think I'm going to keep Defoe on this one, my mistake, but Defoe does go and put it straight up and down the middle to put us up 4-0 in the 32nd minute. So we're obviously really destroying this guy. I think in the 4-4-2, as soon as you lose a midfielder, you're gonna have a really tough time because it is such a straightforward formation. Really, you can only go down the middle. You can't really use your wingers because they're playing at the left, mid, and right position. But we end up scoring another goal with Moussa Dembele right there before going into the half, and that's when this guy actually rage quits. You'll see in a little bit, but yeah guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you did, let me know how you think this weekend's games are going to go in the comments. But other than that, I will see you guys next time.